tell you this, okay? This is the cost of something is 30,000 rupees, but you're actually taking a loan of 29,000 rupees, right? But you have three EMIs. You pay right now, you pay for the first EMI. You pay 10,000 right now, right? So that's typically how it works. If you go to a shop and it says three EMIs, you pay the first EMI and then two more EMIs. So it's a tricky way for them to get this thing. So this is now, then next month, and next to next month. So you pay like this. Now you get something like this. This is what your funda is. Now, how do you classify a loan? I'll show you how it works. Okay. If I say is equal to rate, this is the actual rate. I'm not paying 3 months. I'm actually paying 2 months. How much is my actual loan? My loan is 29,000 minus 10,000, because I have paid 10,000 immediately. I've actually got a loan for 19,000. So if I say is equal to rate of number of periods is 2 months more, payment per period is 10,000 rupees, and present value is 19,000 rupees into -1, because you're actually paying it back. So this is the thing. If I did this and I made this a percentage, this is 3.49% per month, because I'm paying it on a monthly basis, right? This into 12. So you're talking about 41.87% is the loan amount. This is the actual interest that is paid. I'll show you how this actually works. Okay. So let us say this is the amount outstanding. So right now the amount outstanding was 19,000. What is the interest on it for the first month, right? The interest on it in the first month is equal to 19,000 into 3.49%, correct? So I'll just put it F4 there so that it is here. So I'll make this also nicely into a number. So this is the amount you've paid. Now, how much is the principal you've paid? Because after you pay the next 1,000, okay, I'll put this here. Here, okay. So this is the amount outstanding. I have paid this much interest. The principal after I paid this 10,000 is 10,000. Outstanding. Principal is 10,000 minus this, and the new outstanding becomes this plus. The other way. It is equal to 19,000. 10,000 minus this. Yeah. So 9,312. So what is my outstanding remaining is, it was 19,000 last month. I subtract this 9,337. I get 9,662. Okay. Let me just remove the stuff after the. Here you go. Okay. Here you go. The next month, my interest is now 337 rupees. So obviously my principal is 10,000 minus that. If you add these two is this, and this was the total amount pending. So if you look at these, you actually see that I have paid out the remaining principal in next to next month. So it requires a 3.49% interest to just pay this 1,000 rupees in 3 months. You can tell me, Deepak, 3-month EMI is actually, I will start my payment from the next month and then increase to subsequent months, right? So it's more complicated than that. So I'll just say M plus 1, M plus 2. Then, of course, the calculations become different. The interest rates will fall, obviously, because you're getting a month of credit. So what is my outstanding again? I'll put this here. Here my outstanding is 29,000 because I took a loan. I don't have to pay it for the first month. So in the first time you have 29,000 is outstanding. Okay, let me try that. The interest I will pay on this is equal to something else. So now, okay, let me just see if I can. So the actual interest rate is let's say. Let me just say that if I change the interest rate to is equal to rate of, instead of 2, I say 3. That means I'm not going to pay this month. 3, payment per period is 10,000 rupees and the outstanding is minus of 29,000 rupees. Okay, just to give you an example, this is percentage is 1.7% per month, which is equal to 20.5% per year. It's still a lot, but it's not as much as 40%. I was giving you that we were talking about it on that channel with looking at this as an example. Typical, go to a shop, get a 3-month EMI, which you pay the first EMI initially and then you pay the rest. If you go to a website nowadays, what happens is they put it on your credit card. The credit card takes it from you in 3 months. But in a credit card, the interest amount attracts GST. So if I add the GST on the interest amount on top of this, your interest rate will look like 20 this much into 1.18%. So, oh, sorry. So that's about 25%. Okay, so it's still quite high. It's not as much as 40, but the idea being, I was looking at this from an example of showing you how that little 1,000 rupees actually becomes 41,000. So I mean, I'm not doing the other calculation; it'll be too long. But it's the same thing. 29,000 का outstanding है, तो इस महीने में कितना interest आएगा is equal to 29,000 into 1.71%. That is this much, and then we'll just say format only so that you're easy. And then you'll say this is equal to this minus this. So this is the amount of principal I have outpaid. So I subtract this on the second month. This is just me being this thing. So I'll just remove the symbol here. Okay, we could keep that. Yeah. So I have this as an outstanding thing here, and then I put this 334. Yeah. So I can remove the reset it here. So 9831, and if I put this in, this is 9831. It's the same on both. So the idea is the same. If you use a 1.71% per month rate, and then you'll get the 3-month this thing. But it's different because you have GST, all sorts of things will come into play. But effectively, it's a very high interest rate. What I was trying to say over here is, it looks like only 1,000 rupees. It looks like 1% per month. It's not. At the more normal case, it's likely to be 41.87%. In some cases, it's going to be 24.28%, still double of what you think it is. It's so difficult to imagine this when somebody tells you this. I put it into Excel and all that stuff. You can see the calculation. All banks and financial institutions work on a concept of reducing balance. There's no concept called flat interest rate. A flat interest rate is wrong. You shouldn't even think of it like that.